go to that dark place. Find your purpose and go to the dark place with your purpose. What does that mean? Well, the best analogy I can use is when you're running and you kind of get that runner's high and you just get into a flow state because you've been running such a long distance. Now, only so many people will know what I'm talking about, but the best way I can visualize it is you are in an empty void. I'll give myself an example. I'll use myself as an example. It's just me and this camera right now. Everything around me is a black void. Nothing else exists but me and this camera and who I'm talking to. The only way I'm trying to learn how to just activate this mode and go to the dark place on command by visualizing I'm literally there. I'm physically in the dark place. I'm nowhere else but there. The feeling is like, it's just everything is a blur, you know? That's what it feels like. It's a feeling that is so hard to explain unless visualized. It's that feeling where, you know, it's a flow state. It's like you're meditating while you're doing it because nothing else matters in that moment. Your eyes are closed, you're just breathing, and all that exists is the sound of your breath. And when you meditate, the only thing that you know is breathe. That's it. And the dark place is the exact same thing. It's nothing exists and matters like what this is. Let's say your passion is making clothes. Nothing exists but you and that computer that you're making the graphic designs on. Nothing else matters in that moment. And you'll find that it's a lot more strong. The feeling is a lot more strong that you want to do that again, and you're going to want to repeat it over and over again, and it's addicting. That feeling is addicting, and it's something that you just start to crave because you need to have it. You want that feeling. It's like a drug, but a good drug. Find your purpose, find your passion. What are you passionate about? Make it your work, you know? Follow what you love. If I end up not liking recording, I'll drop it right away. I'll do what I want to do and really pursue it. It could be anything. You don't have to be good at it to start. Me and my buddies were talking about this exact topic last night, and my friend used a really good example, Alex Hormozy. If you asked Alex Hormozy, if you're 17, this is just a good example, you're 17, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you want to do, but you know you want to start a business, he wouldn't tell you, all right, just wait a little bit until you figure out what you want to do. No, he would just be like, start a business. Then you're going to ask yourself, whoa, what? It could be any business. It doesn't matter what business. The only way to get better is by doing the thing you want to get better at. The only way for me to get better at talking to the camera is by talking to the camera. Maybe I don't have to post everything, right? But I want to. That's what I want to do. I want to talk to the camera. I want to record in front of the camera. I want to do everything. The only way I'm going to get better at that is by doing it. You don't get better at playing video games by doing other stuff. You know, the only way you level up in a game is by playing the game and collecting the XP. You don't hop on Fortnite for the first time and become fucking ninja, right? There's steps to this. You know, you got to play a lot and you got to really practice. You got to practice your aim, your building. It's step by step, brick by brick. So when you're trying to do something with your life and you want to find what your passion is, just do stuff. It could be anything. Maybe you're the next UFC fighter or Ultimate Champion for the UFC. Maybe that's you. How did you figure that out? You just start fighting. Take a boxing class, or you know, buy 2 pairs of boxing gloves and start sparring your friends for fun. And maybe it's something you really love. Start skating. Maybe you fucking next Tony Hawk. You know, it's anything. Too many people get stuck on not starting. And that's one of the issues I'm dealing with too. That's why I'm talking about it. I'm so worried about the quality of my videos that it stops me from posting. You can be as worried as you want about how good you are as long as it doesn't stop you from doing the thing. You can be worried about being bad at Fortnite as long, I mean, obviously this is just a cliche kind of analogy, but I'll just use me. Obviously I want to record. I want to be good at, I want to be a good content creator, you know, I want to be known as that guy who makes really good looking videos. But I'm not going to let that worry stop me from making videos if it's not good. I'm still going to post this even though it's not the best video. It's just me talking with a VHS camera because it looks cool. And I've been putting off posting for too long because I was worried it wasn't going to be good. But the issue is it's not about how good it is. It's about how much are you willing to put out. All that matters is output. Because eventually, the more you output, the better the quality of the thing you're outputting will be. It's almost like a direct, unanimous curve. The reason why I like bodybuilding is so much, now that I think about it, is it's a visualization of that. You know, you go in the gym, you bust your ass really hard, and that's why I like training to failure, because that's a really good philosophy you can take into other things. You bust your ass, and the only way you're going to get better is by busting your ass. Obviously, food and shit matters, but you get the point. It's like, the more you're willing to bust your ass in bodybuilding, the better you're going to look. So it's a visual thing. And that's why I like it so much. It's a visual thing it's a visual cue you can have. The more you push yourself in the gym, the more progress you're going to make, the more muscle you're going to grow, right? And that's the same thing with starting a business, starting a YouTube channel, working at a job. You know, you gotta bust your ass off. That's the message I have for today. God bless. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow.